Friends, isn't it marvelous that kids of the same biological parents turn out to have different physical features, such as height, skin tone, facial structures, traits, different personalities? Some could be super intelligent, some might be on average intelligent, okay? Some are introverts, some are extroverts. These are specific and unique characteristics that are identifiable to each child. I keep wondering, why is it that siblings of the same biological parents do not turn out to take exactly the features of either their mom or their dad? Looking exactly like their mom or like their dad. But each child comes out with a unique identity that is traceable to that child alone. In a family with either from two kids and above, 2, 5, 10, 15 kids, you see each individual uniquely identified with physical features, genetic features that is different from his or her sibling. And this shows the intricate beauty of creation. So this shows us the wonders and the power of God's creation. It did not end in family setup. It cut across the entire existence of things created, ranging from plants to animal. In plants, we have different species of plants. Take, for instance, if you're taking a look at orange, for example, we have different types of orange: tangerine, mandarin, navel orange, and on and on. And so it is with animal kingdom. Take, for instance, if you're taking a look at bird family, we have different birds. We got eagle, we got flamingo, we have owl, we have parrot, we have ostrich, we have just name it. Different birds with their unique characteristics. And of course, each of them are so proud of themselves that they do not try to compete with anyone in any way. They tend to mind their business, focusing on their unique characteristics. Look at how beautiful peacock is. Look at how beautiful that species of bird is. And so it goes down to creation of humanity. God shows his beauty in an awesome, marvelous ways that he, in his wisdom, created everything in a perfect and wonderful way. And that includes you. And he made us special. Just as parents have different kids, and these kids are identified with different individual personality and characteristics, that is how God created humanity, created human race in different forms, different color, different hair texture, different face shape, different physical trait. And each of us are uniquely identified with these great characteristics. And so I speak to you, my dear sister. You are wonderfully made in the image of God. God has created you and has designed you with your beautiful complexion. That's your dark complexion is a great identity that God has instilled in you. You can tune it, but it can never be natural. So when God created us, God comfortably relaxed on his throne and he said, everything created is beautiful, including you. You are beautiful, sister. You are beautiful, brother. Your wonderful skin tone is what distinguishes you from any other individual. Your wonderful, condensed, thick hair texture is what distinguishes you from any other human race. You see this, my spherical face and broad nose is what makes me unique from any other person. No one will ever be like me. And so, it is your responsibility to cherish who you are. It is your responsibility to cherish the great work of God in your life. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of what God has done in your life. You cannot purchase the gift of God in your life. You might try to change it. Changing it means damaging it. But you can never get that original, unique quality God has deposited in your life. So everything that God used to make you, now I'm speaking to my Black African ladies, regardless of what geographical area you find yourself, whether you are African, Asian, African Hispanic, African American, wherever you are, whoever you are, as long as you have that African descent, I'm speaking to you. And I'm saying, appreciate your gift of God to you. You are wonderfully made. You see, like in the bird family, the eagle has a distinctive strength. And the eagle has that power to soar far above the sea at the altitude of 10,000 feet or more than 10,000 feet. Flamingo cannot dare that. Flamingo does not have that quality. Flamingo does not share in that beauty. But does that make flamingo any less? No. Ostrich does not have that quality. Does that make it any less? No. So the eagle cannot say because it can fly that far altitude, therefore the tiny leg of flamingo is irrelevant to the flamingo. That tiny leg of flamingo is what is uniquely identified to flamingo. And that tiny leg is of very essence to that species of bird. Okay? So, my dear sisters, your complexion is very relevant to your body. Your condensed hair texture is very relevant to your gene. Your wide nose is very relevant to your breath. Your wide mouth is essential to your teeth and your tongue. All right? So, wherever you are, God who has created us created us and they designated us in a specific region. And that specific region, everything, all the composition about us, African, black ladies, all the composition about us suit to the adoption of our environment. Yes. And that is what makes you unique. It suits to the adoption of our environment. Appreciate what God has given to you. Speak to yourself and let yourself know that you are beautiful. You are awesomely made. Be proud of yourself because God himself is proud of his own creation. Why then would you discard yourself? The Bible says in Genesis chapter 1 verse 31, at the end of creation, God looked upon all he has created, including you and I, and said, everything is perfect. Everything is good. Everything is beautiful. And you are at one corner telling yourself that you are not beautiful. Everything is beautiful, including those things we label as ugly. But God himself says they are beautiful. How much more of you, who he created in his own likeness, in his own image. And you are there downgrading the work of God upon your life? Sister, it's time to refrain. Rethink from your negative thinking and embrace the work of Christ in you. There is no to you. There is no to you. It's only you and you alone. There is no to me. It's only I and I alone. I cannot be replicated. At least my mom did not tell me that I am a twin. So nothing can change the glory of God in me, not even me.